Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Glassman's World. We're gonna take a quick walk here, just for a little bit, just real fast. I wanted to show you cool little markings here. X marks the spot. That means that's the treasure right there, right? You could find some buried treasure. Check that out. A lot of stuff going on up in the sky. We were following the moon earlier. I don't know if you guys were watching earlier. It was like a 2-hour feed, and we were talking about the moon. And when the moon came up, I was talking about how it was rounded on the bottom and flat on top. Pretty much, the moon's cut in half. You know, it's 50% there, 50% in the dark, 50% visible, 50% in the dark. So you can only see half of the moon right now, right? And when it came up, it was flat on its top. The left side slightly higher than the right. So the point just a little bit higher on the left and the right. And that's what we were talking about this morning. And let me get to a spot real quick here where I can turn around and I can show you the moon. Hopefully we can zoom in. I think there's enough light in the day right now where the camera works. A lot of times I'll try to zoom into the moon at night, and because of the contrast of how bright the moon is compared, let's see, can we zoom in? There it is. There's an airplane flying by right there. There's no sort of trail or anything. There's one coming off of that one right now. It's interesting how they're in the same height. Some will leave lines in the sky and some won't. That one way out there isn't leaving one. But you can see the moon right now holding this straight up and down. Let me see, where can I... There it is. So now you see the flat spot. It's not horizontal anymore. It's almost vertical. That's interesting. And so the point that's all the way on top, that's the one that was to the left side. It's spinning around at least like 90 degrees these days. And I don't know why. Something I've just been observing. Not anything big or whatever. Or could be. Who knows? I'm just observing things and just pointing them out. But yeah, anytime that I see how this one right there, I don't know if you can see it. It's leaving a line right there. But some will leave lines and some won't. Some of the lines will stay and some won't. Sometimes they'll leave the lines right here, but then they'll also turn them off in certain areas. They'll see how it's thinned out in one spot, but then it's thicker in another. So basically he's going through kind of like a bit of clouds right there, and then it's on a little bit heavier, so that way they can form this kind of thing here. So it's just something that I notice and I observe. I don't know what they're doing or what's going on. I don't know what they're called. I know there's technical terms for them, scientific terms for them, but whenever we mention those scientific and technical terms, they get us in trouble. So we can't say what they are, or hypothesize, or assume, or make an opinion of what they are, or even if we're telling the truth about it. All I know is I see them. You can see them. We can all look up. Isn't there a movie called Don't Look Up? It's an interesting way of kind of subliminally telling you not to look up. Don't look up. But yeah, take a look at the sky all the time, guys. Always look up. Always observe. Always notice certain patterns, certain things that are going on, and positions of the moon. You see it's vertical right now. Those of you who were with me last night, you know that it was a flat, horizontal, slightly turned, slightly, like not even turned at all. It just had a slight tilt where the left side was a little bit higher than the right side. And that was it, guys. It wasn't anything more. It was just flat. And now it's almost vertical. So the shadow that's being cast upon the moon has rotated that much somehow. And I can't explain it because I've always seen it as it's been stationary and kind of locked in. You know, the sun being locked in with the earth. And the other thing too is the sun is up right now. The moon is up right now. Wouldn't it be a full moon? Why are we seeing a shadow being casted upon the moon right now anyways? If the moon is up and the sun is up, sun's right there, moon's right there, wouldn't it be a full moon? Just things that I observe, just questions I have. But I'm not speculating or forming any sort of factual idea on that. I'm just kind of pointing things out. But I'm gonna let you guys go. It's Saturday. It's almost 9 a.m. Every Saturday there's a free food line here in Albuquerque, and it helps us out. It helps our family out. Everyone's welcome. I've been going since 2015, and I've learned the more people that show up, the more food they can actually obtain. So they prefer more people to actually come, and that way they can go get more. So the more that comes, the more food they can obtain. And if a lot of people come, they'll probably even be able to get like a whole new account from another store or something, get new volunteers and things like that. So it's been going on for a good 20 some years now. When I started in 2015, it was going on for at least 13 years at that point. So I would say around 2000. So yeah, good 23 years is my estimate on that. The free food line here at Albuquerque Center for Peace and Justice, or most people call it the Peace and Justice Center, located at Harvard and Silver Southeast, just south of Central, by the University of New Mexico area, the UNM district. You can catch a bus. That's what I'm about to do. A lot of people say, oh, I can't go get free food because I don't have a ride, I don't have a car, I don't have any way to get there, I don't have any way. So you make ways and you figure out things. If you don't have a vehicle, things like that, you make things happen. But it's really helpful. Last week we actually got like about seven boxes of cereal, which usually are like $4 boxes of cereal, Cascadian Farms. So they're pretty good. Not any of that kind of junk food cereal. I mean, all cereal is junk food, but nothing like, you know, all them Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs, Rice Krispie treats, stuff like all that. Hey, check it out. There's a Tesla truck. Trash can on wheels, guys. You want to see it? Let's see if we can get to it. I think it might be turning. Maybe it's coming this way. Oh yeah, there it is. Tesla truck, trash can on wheels. So I saw a video of a Tesla. One of these things completely like flipped over. Some reason it lost control, and the thing was tore up, just wrecked, damaged. The housing on these things, they're just stainless steel. I mean, yeah, it might be able to stop a firearm or something like that. But other than that, when that thing flipped over, it was like a sardine can just cut open. It's pretty crazy. So I'm gonna let you guys go. So I'm at the bus stop, and random people are trying to talk to me already. All right, later. You guys have a good day. Thanks for watching.